Hello class, good morning. I'm Mr. Pedpenia. How are you today?
We're fine, sir.
Very good. Before you may take your respective seat, can you pick up some pieces of paper under your chair? Okay, you may now please be seated. Before we'll start formally our discussion, may I request anyone to please lead a prayer? Okay, Ms. Tumol, you may start it now.
Let's bow our heads and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Ikaw na lang, baby. Hindi na lang po.
Awakan!
Ikaw po, joke!
Last engineer.
Sige, last,
Cancel to.
Kaya na ni. Ano, balik na. Sige na, ikat lang.
Ay, ayun! Pwede na mag-listen ba?
Ikot. Ikot lang.
Kumakatawa na gano'n na nakabago sa iyo.
Okay na. Hello class, good morning. I'm Mr. Pedpenia. How are you today?
We're
Fine, sir.
Very good. Before you may take your respective seats, can you pick up some pieces of paper under your chair? Okay, you may now take your seats, class. So, before we will start our discussion, may I request someone to lead a prayer? Okay, Miss Tumol. Miss start now. Tama naman daw, kailangan nga ito ba?
Hindi ka tapos.
Gana mo na ulit. Na-start na.
Sige lang.
Prayer na bit. Practice.
Okay naman ko ito.
Okay na ito siya, magpalayo na kwarto.
Ikaw, friend, ug na.
Once nakapakapatay na, kukulag sa prayer or something na kayo mag-
Again.
Kaya na.
Ay, diretso na. You may start now, okay.
Ha?
Ayun na po mention.
Sige, okay lang.
Ayun na, pag ikaw nag-you may start now. Hindi na mag... Diretso na po.
Ano lang, okay, ano?
Okay, okay.
Sige, go. Hello class, good morning. I'm Mr. Pedpenia. Welcome to my class. So, wala pang friends, balik dito. Kamusta mo?
Mga pugong ko, ako.
Makakala yung dila. Matry.
Sige, last final na lang siya guys. Seryoso na ha. Okay, go. Hello class, good morning. I'm Mr. Pedpenia. How are you today class?
We're fine, sir.
Very good. Now, before you may take your respective seats, can you pick up some pieces of paper under your chairs? Okay, you may now take your seats, class. Before we will start formally our discussion, may I request someone to lead a prayer? Okay, Miss Tumol.
Let's bow our heads and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Most dearest Father, we are grateful for the gift of this new day. Kindly assist us in using it for credit and glory. Please grant us the grace to make today's thoughts, words, and deeds pleasant in your eyes. We pray that ever-blessed Virgin Mary, our Mother, would keep us in her care, and that she will inspire us to do the good deeds for your benefit through her prayers and the intercessions of all your saints. Amen.
Amen. And Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Tumol. Everyone, please be seated. Okay, let's have an attendance first. Okay, so is anyone absent today, class? Okay, very good. So, before we will start, let's have an announcement. So, for this coming month's activity, we will be having our Gulayan sa Paralan. So, please be reminded that our parents will be here this coming April 10, 2023 at exactly 1 p.m. here in the classroom. So, for the general meeting also. So, everyone was encouraged to bring reading tools, okay? Any clarification class?
None, sir.
Okay, very good. So, next. So before we will proceed to our new lesson, is anyone here from the class to recap what we have discussed last meeting? Okay, Miss Villegas.
Sir, last meeting we have discussed about verb forms.
Very good. So can someone define what is verb form? Okay, Mr. Ano?
For me, sir, as what I have learned about verb form is that verbs can appear in a sentence in different ways or different forms. There are 5 verb forms in the English language. Those are root, third person singular, present participle, past, and past participle.
Very good, Mr. Ano. Thank you so much. And now, before we will start our new lessons, I have 5 questions here. All you have to do is to identify the word if it is present or past participle. Okay? So number 1, who wants to answer? So the direction is here, though. Identify the present participle or past participle. Okay, number 1. Okay, Mr. Lianio.
Letter B, sir. Past participle.
Okay, very good. So our word here is forgotten, so it is past participle. Okay, number 2. Number 2 wants to answer. Okay, Miss Tumon.
A, sir, present participle.
Okay, so our word here is talking, right? So the answer is present participle. Okay, the third one. Okay, number 3. Okay, who wants to answer? Miss Chandler.
I think, sir, it's letter B, past participle.
Okay, very good. So number 4 wants to answer. Okay, Miss Dunkilab.
I think, sir, it is letter A.
No, so our answer here is done. So it is past participles. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dunkilab. So the 5th one wants to answer. Okay, Miss Serrano.
A, sir, present participle.
Very good. So our word is jumping. So it is present participle. So from the 5 questions I have presented, do you have any idea about our topic? Okay, so our topic for today is all about. No. So, but before that, allow me first to read the objectives. Okay, at the end of 60 minutes of class discussion, 90% of the grade 10 section Bonifacio shall be able to determine the meaning and form of past participle, appreciate the importance of the 3 usages of past participle, and the last one is construct sentences in narrative manner through the use of participle. Okay? Understood, class?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, our topic for today is all about past participle. Okay, so anyone from the class, in your own understanding, what is past participle? Okay, Mr. Lianio.
For me, sir, past participle is a past form of a verb. It means perfect,
Yes.
passive, or adjective for noun.
Yes, very good, Mr. Lianio. You know, please be seated. So, what is past participle? So past participle, can you please read, class?
A past participle is a verb that indicates an action that is completed in the past. A participle resembles a verb, but it can also take on other roles in a sentence.
Okay, thank you so much. So a past participle is quite simply a verb that indicates an action is completed in the past. It can be used as an adjective, or in a passive voice, or in the perfect tense. Okay? Are we good, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, but before that, also need to remember that English language is often confusing because it is difficult. There are also many assumptions to the rules, right? And this can cause like anxiety of students or frustrations, right? And have a full understanding of what terminology can go along toward helping to ease the difficulties caused by the varying rules. Okay, class, are we good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first, let's discuss the first form of past participle. So, can you please read this, class?
For regular verbs, the past participle is usually formed by adding ed to it. For regular verbs that end in e, the past participle is formed by adding d. Some regular verbs require spelling alterations before adding ed, such as doubling a final consonant or changing y to I.
Okay, thank you so much, class. So, for example, how to form the participle of a regular verb. So, for example, our word here is, the regular verb here is the check. So, if we try to add ed, it will become check. And also, then, our regular verb here is, and if we try to add ed, then it will become dented. So, and so on, guys. Class. So, next. Okay, so the second one is the irregular verb. So, the second form of verb, the past participle. Okay, the second one is irregular verb. So, the past participle of irregular verbs are formed in various ways. They often end in D, T, and N. Okay? So, for example, here, the present tense of regular verb, for example, is break. So the past tense of irregular verb is broke, and the past participle of irregular verb is broken. And here, example, read class.
Eat.
The past tense of regular verb,
Ate.
and the past participle of regular verb.
Eaten.
Okay, very good. And so on, class. So next. So note that the formation of past participle of irregular verbs cannot be expressed by a simple rule or set of rules. Each past participle must be learned and memorized individually. Okay, class? Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So let's proceed to the uses of past participle. Can you please read this, class?
Past participles can be used in sentences in several ways. Past participles can be used in passive voice, in perfect tenses, and as adjectives.
Okay, very good. So the first uses is when you use the passive voice, it is easy to tell because the subject is receiving the action. In passive voice, the past participles are always used with auxiliary verb. For example, be, do, have, is are the common types of auxiliary verb. So here example, the boy was smacked on the head with a baseball. So so the boy is the subject here, right, class?
Yes, sir.
And what is our auxiliary verb here?
Was.
Very good. And our past participle here, we have this.
Smack.
Okay, very good. And so on, example. So next. So the next one is the perfect verb tenses are formed using a past participle along with a conjugated verb form of the auxiliary verb have. For example. So there are three perfect tenses class. So can you please read the first example here, the past perfect?
When Ada woke up.
No, here, can you please hear this, the meanings?
Sorry. Past perfect. Used to describe something that happened before another past event.
Okay, so, for example, when Ada woke up, she saw that it hard rained overnight. And please read here.
Present perfect. Used to describe an event that began in the past and continues in the present.
Okay, so, for example, I have planned a road trip with my friends. So that is present perfect. And the next one, can you please read Miss Tumon, the future perfect?
Future perfect. Used to describe an event that will be completed by a specific time in the future.
Okay, very good, Miss Tumon. So, for example, Tanya will have cleaned the house by the time we are around. Okay, it's all clear, class?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's proceed to the last one. So the third one, can you please read Mr. Liadio?
Past participle can be used as an adjective. Past participle adjectives are formed by adding ed suffix to the verb be.
Okay, so very good. So for example here, the word destroyed is formed by taking the root destroy and adding ed. They can be used to describe the characteristic of a noun. So the word here is destroyed. So this is the past participle is a form root by the root of the destroyed. And if you add ed, it will become the destroyed. So this is the past participle that used as an adjective. Okay, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so back before that, what have you learned from the discussion? Does anyone from the class? Okay, Miss Lapus?
So, I have learned, sir, that past participle is a verb that indicates an action that is completed in the past.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Lapos. And another one?
Sir.
Okay, Miss Dunkilab.
So I have also learned, sir, that past participles can be used in a sentences in several ways. Past participles can be used in passive voice, in perfect tenses, and as adjectives.
So yes, thank you so much, Miss Dunkilab. So, you know, take your seats. So thank you for sharing, class. You have learned a lot. Good job. And also, let's have an activity. So this is D. Can you please read the direction?
The whole class must be divided into 4 groups. Team A, Team B, Team C, and Team B. Each group must create a sentence in a narrative form that consists of past participle. It must consist of 5 to 10 sentences only. Then, after you create a sentence, underline the past participle. You will be given 5 minutes to create your sentence and 5 minutes to present your works in class.
Okay, need a clarification, class?
None, sir.
Okay, very good. So, thank you so much for your performance, class. Good job. Okay, next. So, let's have a assessment. Okay, so please then to get 1/4 sheet of paper. So this is the direction. Choose the letter corresponding to the correct answer for each of the questions provided below. Write your answer in a 1/4 sheet of paper. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is number 1. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Okay, are you done, class?
Yes, sir.
Let's proceed to number 2. Okay, are you done, class?
Yes, sir.
Number 3. And number 4. And number 5. So, time's up. Pass your paper, class. Okay. Thank you so much. So, of course, I will give you an assignment. So, direction, construct 10 sentences that consist of past participle. Okay, can you please copy this one, class? Okay, so that's all. Now, before we end our class today, please pick up some pieces of paper and arrange your chair, class. Okay, so anyone from the group who wants to lead a prayer? Okay, Miss Tumol. Miss Jennifer. Okay.
Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Most dearest Father, we are grateful for the gift of this new day. When you assist us in using it to your credit and glory. Please grant us the grace to make today's thoughts, words, and deeds pleasant in your eyes. We pray that the ever-blessed Virgin Mary, our Mother, will keep us in her care, and that she will inspire us to do good deeds for her benefit, through her prayers and the intercession of all our saints. Amen. In the name of
Amen.
Amen.
Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, thank you so much your active participation, class. Don't forget your assignment and please read in advance. Goodbye, class, and have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Yay! Correct!
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Two down.
Tugon pa naman
For
kung yan
more.
sa ganyan. Ano, nagulo di ko na.
Tugon.
Uy, hindi naman ako. Uy, nakuy, ginakorek.
Okay, no?
Kita?